Political patronage jobs, they are nothing new. But in the past, those jobs were relegated to non-critical posts, mostly ceremonial in nature. But that was BO, before Obama. Emboldened by this equally unqualified and destructive politician, Democrats started populating the whole of government with DIE people, diversity, inclusion, equity, who checked every box except the I'm qualified for my job box. America's unqualified government, stupid is as stupid does. Forrest Gump's wisdom identifies America's big problem in today's preamble. Let's start with the Democrat political appointee who runs the U.S. Postal Service. The Postmaster General, Louis DeJoy, had a rather childish response when being called to the carpet by one of the people's representatives, Congressman Rich McCormick.
You were graded by the United States people, and they don't use your service anymore. You bankrupt.
That is not true.
You bankrupt this through your reputation only. Through your reputation, you are responsible for the fall of the Postal Service and the lack of accountability.
Congress is responsible for the fall of the Postal Service.
So it's Congress.
I am trying to fix
on your
the
watch
Postal Service.
With all the AI.
Before my watch, the same stuff happened.
With all the AI, with all the computer systems, you're worse than if I took a horse and picked up the mail and delivered it 2 miles down the road. That's you. I hope you got that on camera. This is the response that the postmaster just gave Congress when he doesn't like what he hears. Literally covered his ears and gave himself the grade of A.
As a child would. The Postmaster General puts his hands over his ears. La, 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 I'm not listening. A fine America Last Democrat appointee, wouldn't you all say? Next, how many of you have heard about these drone swarms that are infiltrating American cities and raising concerns among our people?
So last night I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling. One of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. Last night we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them.
Yeah, Congressman Chris Smith and his colleagues naturally concerned about drones the size of a Buick swarming over U.S. cities. Where is Joe Biden and his incompetent appointee, Lloyd Austin, and the U.S. military? What about another incompetent appointee? Where is Christopher Wray and his FBI? As reports of mysterious drone swarms roll in, local officials have expressed pure frustration about the lack of updates from the FBI and other incompetent federal agencies about what these drones are and who's deploying them. I suppose this tracks. The FBI has been spending a lot of time targeting parents at school board meetings, targeting Catholics, and targeting those who don't support the wholesale slaughter of babies in the womb. I suppose it has little time to do its real job. Perhaps that's why FBI Director Christopher Wray resigned rather than letting President Trump fire him once he assumes office in January. And that leads me to arguably one of the most failed, incompetent, unqualified people to populate government, the disgraceful and impeached DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. We don't know the precise number, since the corrupt federal government has been hiding those numbers from us, but we do know that Joe Biden's unqualified team has ushered in record levels of illegal immigration. The Chris Salcedo Show estimates that Mayorkas, Biden, and the America Last Democrats have used our money, gifted to them by America Last Republicans, to allow over 15 million illegal aliens from 168 countries to simply break into America. One of the many tragedies from this anti-American lawlessness is that our own government lost 350,000 illegal alien children. The DHS Inspector General fears those children were lost to sex slavery, forced labor, and other atrocities, all courtesy of a federal government dominated by sadists. As for the rank-and-file criminals who broke into our country, America Last Democrats want to reward them and the historic criminality foisted upon America by the America Last Coalition.
In addition to weakening our military, it would cost hundreds of billions of dollars to deport every undocumented immigrant in our country. It would damage our economy and separate American families. Instead, we should focus on deporting those who are truly a danger to America, and we should give the rest a chance to earn legal status.
Okay, there are a lot of lies right there. Let me rip through them as quickly as Dick uttered them. Laws must be passed to make it impossible for illegal aliens to live in America. They don't have a right to be here illegally, period. No, America's economy isn't built on illegal immigration. It will be fine if we comply with the law. There is no need to separate families. Deported illegal aliens can simply take their children with them. And only an America Last freak suggests rewarding illegal behavior. So there you have it, friends. There's a severe price for staffing our government full of incompetent, unqualified, and deranged freaks. And our people pay that price. To Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and the rest of you America Last Republicans who join your America Last Democrat friends in approving the current incompetent government, you are wrong to try and stop President Trump's nominees who are committed to, among other things, fixing the mess created by your stupidity in approving folks who check boxes. Every box except the "I'm qualified for my job" box. You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.